So for those who may not know, occasionally I like to speak on the NBA on my channel because I enjoy doing it. My day is pretty much controlled by the NBA anyway, so I might as well talk about it every now and then. And I've already discussed at length the upcoming NBA season, but there is one thing I haven't really talked about yet, that's just some of the awards that I think may be given out by the time next season ends. Now, I've already discussed the MVP, and for the life of me, I can't remember who I said was the prime candidate. I'm pretty sure it was either Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, James Harden, normal guys. I mean, no surprises there. But I haven't discussed some other awards, like the most improved player, defensive player of the year, rookie of the year. I mean, I think all this stuff is interesting too, right? So let's start off with defensive player of the year. It's probably going to be Rudy Gobert, for obvious reasons, okay? The only reason he didn't win it last year is because he didn't play long enough. I think you give Gobert an entire season, I don't see why he doesn't win defensive player of the year, to be honest. I mean, Kawhi Leonard's great, Draymond Green is great, DeAndre Jordan is great, but doesn't it just kind of have to be Rudy Gobert? I guess the other one I could give a shot to is Anthony Davis, but yeah, I really think it'll be Gobert for defensive player of the year. Most improved player is really interesting, however. I think there's a few prime candidates. I think leading the pack, I would say Bradley Beal, because Beal really hasn't broken out yet. Last season he averaged about 15 points. In the playoffs he averaged around 20. And Beal has all the tools to make the jump. I mean, can already shoot around 40% from the three-point line. Very athletic player. And of course he just has another year of experience. He has another year of John Wall being his teammate. But also Bradley Beal is on a contract season. Which in other words means I'm going to play as hard as I can so I can get some money in about a year from now. So I think Bradley Beal is a prime candidate for most improved player. Reggie Jackson is another one, because if you look at his numbers when he ended the season with the Pistons last year, about 17 points, 7 assists I believe, better shooting numbers across the board. He does that for an entire season. Reggie Jackson is definitely a candidate for most improved player. Also, there's Giannis Antetokounmpo. The thing with Giannis is he just gotta improve that jump shot. I give him a slightly outside chance compared to Beal and Reggie Jackson just because it's kind of tough to go from being basically non-effective from the three-point line to being a threat from there in one season. But I think Giannis is in line for a most improved player down the road when that happens, but this very season, I don't know about that. Another one will be CJ McCollum of the Portland Trail Blazers because there's just going to be more minutes opening up. I mean, Aaron Aflalo and Wesley Matthews are no longer there. The only thing with McCollum is he also has Gerald Henderson next to him, and honestly, I mean, personally, I would probably go with CJ McCollum to start, but I don't know what Portland's going to be doing because Henderson definitely deserves a lot of minutes. But McCollum, kind of a combo guard. I like the idea of him and Damian Lillard playing next to each other. I don't know how good they'll be on defense, but just in terms of ability to score and dribble the ball and everything like that, I think CJ McCollum is definitely a candidate. Another one for most improved player, Alec Burks, who I've already mentioned I believe is one of the more underrated players in the NBA. He averaged about 16 points and shot about over 36% from three last year before he got injured. You give him a whole season of that, I think he's potential for most improved player. And it's kind of about it. I think Bradley Beal or Reggie Jackson are the two prime candidates, but I think there are some other guys who have a chance as well. Now let's talk about Rookie of the Year. And when we're talking about Rookie of the Year, I mean, there's going to be the obvious suggestions. You know, I don't know if D'Angelo Russell is a real chance because I don't know if he's going to be starting right away. Karl-Anthony Towns, okay, Towns could be a prime candidate. I mean, he's probably going to be starting for the T-Wolves, whether it's at power forward or center. He's going to be getting a lot of minutes. But I'm going to give you guys the underrated sleeper for Rookie of the Year. Jerian Grant of the New York Knicks. He's a point guard, okay? 6'5", played all 4 years of college, and those guys, usually 4-year players into the NBA, usually click right away. Like Damian Lillard was a 4-year guy, if I'm not mistaken. Those type of guys usually don't take too long to just click in the NBA. So we're looking at a point guard, played 4 years of college, 6'5". To me, that just seems like a guy who's going to make an instant impact in the NBA. And on the New York Knicks, there's not much competition at that point guard spot. Look at Jose Calderon, really? I'd start Jerian Grant right now. I say all this and it's probably going to be Karl-Anthony Towns, but yeah. So, are there any other awards that I really need to care about? Spoke on MVP a bit earlier. Most improved, I think it's going to go to Bradley Beal or Reggie Jackson. Defensive Player of the Year, it's got to be Rudy Gobert. I mean, come on. Rookie of the Year. You know what, screw it. Jerian Grant's going to win Rookie of the Year. I said it here first. So then when he averages 2 points per game and can't even get on the floor, you can find this video and you can say whatever you want in the comment section. Anyway, that's going to do it.